In X-Men Demons and Death, the island nation of Krakoa was a safe haven for all mutants until the anti-mutant organization Orchids attacked. Some mutants found sanctuary at the Limbo Embassy under the protection of Madeline Pryor, the Goblin Queen. Among them was her lover Alex Summers, who died and was revived by Madeline's magic. Now Krakoa and the Orchids are gone, and the mutants return to the wider world, but Alex Summers has not resurfaced. At the Limbo Embassy in New York City, we find a girl knocking on the door. As a little demon answers, she asks for Alex Summers. As the little mutant tries to close the door, she blasts her way inside and introduces herself as Polaris, an old friend of Alex Summers. But as Alex appears in the shadows, he tells Polaris to leave and not to worry about him. Polaris reluctantly leaves as Alex returns to his bed. See, Alex's body is undergoing some form of decomposition, and this little demon K-Herb assists Madeline Pryor, the Goblin Queen, in taking care of Alex. K-Herb used to help patch Alex up weekly, but now it has become daily. K-Herb thinks back to a time where Limbo welcomed mutants, and for a while, they even had their own X-Men. But unfortunately, Havoc, aka Alex Summers, would be impaled by a Wolverine cyborg. Alex would be resurrected by the Goblin Queen, but unfortunately, the necromancy would be botched. K-Herb and the Goblin Queen use skin grafts from demons and ghouls to repair Alex. But some of the demons are starting to get pissed as they pin K-Herb to a wall, wondering where the Goblin Queen's allegiances lie. But Alex blasts one of the demons, putting them to a wall, and he informs him the next blast will go right through him. The demons back off, but Alex is exhausted, even expending the slightest little bit of energy. But Caleb tells Alex he might have a fix for him, a real fix. Later that night, as the Goblin Queen lies with Alex, Caleb waits for the Goblin Queen to leave so he can put his plan into action. He gives Alex a little bit of demon blood in order to temporarily amp him. He then takes Alex to the Goblin Queen's spell circle and express elevator to Limbo. Alex asks Curb if he knows how to work this pentagram, but Curb informs Alex that he's got this. Alex and Curb end up in a smoldering city known as Limbo. As Alex and Curb traverse the area, Alex sees Polaris being torn apart. Alex attempts to rescue her, but much to his dismay, it's actually a centipede creature pretending to be Polaris. Alex attempts to blast the creature, but his power is quickly depleted. K-Herb informs him that the demon blood was just meant to stabilize him, he still needs to conserve his power. K-Herb brings Alex to a cavern guarded by several demons. As K-Herb and Alex venture inside, they encounter Naster, a powerful demon that was imprisoned by the Goblin Queen herself. Apparently, Naster is said to have the power to restore Alex's body. So Alex agrees to free Naster in return for restoring his body to its previous state. But as Naster attempts to restore Alex's body, Naster is blown back because, as it turns out, this is no botched necromancy. This is a hex put on him by the Goblin Queen. In other words, Madeline Pryor intentionally did this to Alex. But elsewhere at the Limbo Embassy, some of the demons inform Madeline that Naster has escaped. The Goblin Queen heads down to Limbo to bring Naster in herself. But the Goblin Queen is pissed off to find Alex in Limbo, who is just barely clinging to life. But as Madeline tries to heal Alex, Alex blows Madeline away, letting her know he knows she put a hex on him. Alex wonders if this is about Polaris or Nathan, or if she simply hates him. But Madeline lets him know she only kept him like this because she just wanted to keep him safe until the danger passes. But unfortunately, the danger never passes for people like them. But as the Goblin Queen and Alex talk, Naster descends from the sky, attempting to destroy the Goblin Queen. The Goblin Queen shoots several energy beams at Naster, while Alex Summers shoots several concussive beams of his own. But as Madeline warns him to conserve his strength, he warns her that he's in this state because of her. But as Naster gets blown away, she informs Alex that she only holds on so tightly because nobody ever held her at all. The Goblin Queen recounts to Cairb how, with Alex restored, they work together to scorch the scales of Naster. When asked where is Alex, she informs him that he's out amongst the flowers and pitchforks. Either one will kill you if you're not careful. As the Goblin Queen thinks of Alex, Cairb tells her to give him time, as things are rarely as final as they seem. But in the meantime, the Goblin Queen does have one friend in the form of Cairb. The end. Thank you for watching.